In a friendly, how big a test is this for your players?
I think it'll be the ultimate test, you know, given the lengths that Chelsea last year getting the Champions League final. So it'll be a massive test for us, but one that we want to embrace and one that will challenge us, and we're really looking forward to it.
And how important is it that the squad are challenged in situations like this as they continue their development as a group?
Yeah, I think it's vitally important that they want to play at the highest level and we want to perform at the highest level. So having tests against a team like Chelsea, it'll be really important for us going forward that we're subjected to those stress situations and be able to handle it for confidence more than anything.
And a number of the girls do have experience of playing in England and might have faced Chelsea before. How important will their influence be on Thursday evening?
Well, I think their experience will come into play. You know, there'll be the approach to the game that I would imagine that, you know, your Lizzie Arnott's and players like that, your Tessel Medags, you know, these ones that have got international experience will bring a calmness towards the group and the approach towards the game. At the end of the day, the game's, you know, it's 11v11. It's the same size of pitch. You've just got players that are technically more gifted and know the game a wee bit more in terms of tactically. So it will be a fantastic test for our girls.
And there will be an increased capacity again at the training centre and a number of fans along too. It will be a great occasion on Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think the girls had a wee bit of excitement there, knowing that they had some of their family or their friends watching, you know, so another wee added bit of pressure for them to deal with, and I think they came through it unscathed.
And on Sunday we saw the three new girls make their debuts as well. How pleased have you been with the way they've settled into the squad?
Yeah, we knew that they profiled really well for the club. We knew what they would bring to the club on the pitch and off the pitch. And that was evident in our preparation and training leading up to the game. We saw a real different level of professionalism with them being about the squad.
And what can you take from Sunday's game, sort of moving forward and progressing into the rest of the League Cup?
Well, I think it was another 90 minutes played, another game. So we're starting to, in our preparation for the games, you know, we're training all week with the goal of the game. Come a match day, where that's what we're preparing for, and that's what we will be preparing for come the season. That everything will gear towards whatever competition that we're playing in.
And how pleased have you been with the girls' fitness since they returned for pre-season and now we're into these games?
Yeah, they've managed to sustain the levels in training, albeit, you know, there is an element of fatigue in there. But that again is another element of being a professional player, that you can handle that approach mentally. And that you can turn up for your work, and the sessions and the way that we train here, they're designed to all relate towards the game, and we work back from the game. So the load that we're looking for from the girls is specifically set out in the training week.
Okay. And after Thursday night, we're straight into another SWPL Cup game against Motherwell on Sunday. What are you expecting from that one?
Well, I think Motherwell, again, they've got another, just like us, another year experience in the top flight football in Scotland. They'll be well organised, and they'll pose a different set of problems as opposed to the Chelsea game, I would imagine. But again, it'll just be about our focus and how we're approaching it and what we want to achieve out of that game and how we're going to do it.
We're heading into a friendly against Chelsea on Thursday night. How big a test will this be for the squad?
Yeah, it's going to be a massive test. We know that Chelsea are a great team, and they didn't get to a Champions League final for nothing and also win their league. So yeah, we know they're a great squad and they've got a great group of players, but we're obviously up for the challenge as well, and we want to put our going into the season in good stead for us. So it's an important game that we want to do as well as we can, and we're looking forward to it.
And for you guys as a group, how important is it to face challenges like this and as you continue to improve?
Yeah, we just want to continue the momentum that we've got going. We've had a fantastic pre-season. The girls have came back sharp. Everyone's looking great. So I think a test against Chelsea is only going to set us up for the league ahead. We know it's going to be a difficult match, but we've also got a good squad as well, and we'll be going into the game fully confident and well, and want to take as much as we can away from the game, and obviously try and get as much fitness as well, and that's only going to set us up for the season. Yeah,
and it'll be a great occasion here at Rangers Training Centre as well. We obviously welcomed the fans back in on Sunday. How was it for you to play in front of fans again?
It was incredible. They say that football's nothing without the fans, and it's so true. It's been weird playing in stadiums where all you can hear is just the coaches shouting, when usually you can hear fans' atmosphere. So it was nice to have everyone back, and hopefully that'll continue going forward, because it's, as I said, football's nothing without the fans.
And as a squad, what does it mean to you to have the fans here, and how big a difference does it make for you guys on a game day?
I absolutely love it. In my opinion, I think it brings great atmosphere. Sometimes it can change the game in terms of if you score or if you concede, and if the fans get behind you, that can give you that extra momentum in the game. And of course, I can't forget about my family as well. It's so nice to have my family back watching me as well, because I've been bringing me up as a kid, taking me to every game, so it was nice to have them back as well.
And for the Chelsea game, Erin Cuthbert will be back in Glasgow with the Chelsea squad. How much are you looking forward to coming up against her?
It'll be brilliant to have Erin back. Obviously, she was at Rangers a number of years ago. I remember watching her when I was in the first team and she was in the younger group, and what a talent Erin was, and you could tell that she was going to go on and do big things, and look at her now, she's at Chelsea and she's about to come home and play us in a friendly, so it'll be nice to have Erin back in Scotland, and I'll be sure to maybe give her a little tackle as well when she's on the pitch.
And she's obviously gone on to have a fantastic career as well and go to Chelsea too, like you said there. How much of a role model can she be for the younger girls at Rangers and really across Scotland?
100%. I think when you look at what Erin's achieved and what a lot of girls have achieved from her generation, it just shows you that if you work hard and you put your mind to it, do the right things, that you can be anything you want to be in life. And I've always said that to younger kids coming through, is if you have a dream, then go and chase it. And Erin's always had that belief in herself that if she can go and do something, then she'll do it. I mean, Erin's attitude is fantastic, and what she's done in the game is amazing, and it's only going to be amazing for kids coming through as well.
And you started the season with an 8-0 victory over Queen's Park on Sunday in the SWPL Cup. How pleasing was that for the squad to get off to such a strong start in that competition? Yeah,
it was brilliant. I think we were just so eager to get back playing football. Obviously, we finished the season disappointingly last season, and in our standards it wasn't good enough. So we've wanted to start the season well, and obviously it's a League Cup to start with, and I think we've done that, and we got a clean sheet as well, and scoring that amount of goals, and it was different goal scorers as well, so it just shows you that we've got goal scorers across the pitch, and it was fantastic to be back, and of course in front of the fans as well, so it'll really set us up for the next game against Motherwell.
And it obviously was a tough pre-season for you, but how much do you feel that prepared you for going into that first game?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. We've got fantastic staff, we've got everyone who wants the same thing within this club, and you've got Emma Sports Science who's gave us fantastic programmes to go and work on and make sure that we're in the best shape possible going into the season, and injury prevention as well. So I think everyone's in great shape, and we're just ready to go for the season to start.
And you did touch on it's Motherwell next in the SWPL Cup as well. How important is it to try and continue momentum in that group?
That's what it's all about, and that's the standard we set here at Rangers. You get a good result and you want to take that on to the next game, and I think we will do that. The Queen's Park game's done now, and it'll just be about analysing that ever so slightly, but it's on to the next one now, and making sure that we're fully prepared for Sunday, and making sure that we're going to get another 3 points on the table.
Welcome to the Rangers Training Centre at Auchenhowie. It's Rangers women versus Chelsea women. Live from the training centre, kick-off, well, it's only 5 minutes or so away. It's a really intriguing fixture as Rangers women take on back-to-back English Super League champions Chelsea. Malky Thompson's side had a terrific 8-0 win at the weekend over Queen's Park, and tonight the starting side shows 2 changes from the 11 that started on Sunday. Rachel McLaughlin is carrying a slight knock and is not risked, while Kirsten Riley drops to the bench. New signings Tessel Midag and Kayla McCoy both start for the first time. As the Rangers side there, confirmation from the graphics: Jenna Fife in goal, Sam Kerr, Chantal Swavey, Brian Westrup, Nicola Docherty, Chelsea Cornett, Tessel Midag, Lizzie Arnott, Brogan Hay, Kayla McCoy and Jane Ross. On the bench for Rangers, 6 from the academy, which is great to see. Demi Vance, Kirsten Riley, Zoe Ness, Megan Cunningham, of course, regulars in the squad. Tonight joined by Ailey Austin, Kayla Jordan, Hannah Jordan, Jodie McCleary, Emma Watson and Kirsty McLean. For Chelsea, well, a few of the side normally picked by Emma Hayes. Some of the big hitters are indeed missing as they excelled at the Olympics, so not involved tonight. But believe it or not, Chelsea can still call upon a number of hugely experienced players, including 8 tonight who featured in their Champions League final defeat to Barcelona back in May. They have Anne-Catherine Berger in goal, and it's Charlotte Wardlaw, Jess Carter, Drew Spence and Georgia Fox. Erin Cuthbert, Pernille Harder, Melanie Lupolls, G. So Young, Guro Riton and Bethany England. They can only muster 4 substitutes, and most of whom are all from the academy. Emily Dorey, Emma Thompson, Shauna Guyat and Agnes Beaver-Jones. Tonight's referee is Gary McLean from the Renfrewshire Association. It's a kind of sun-kissed training ground tonight, isn't it? It's Rangers in their traditional kit of the blue shirts, white shorts, tonight with the blue and white socks. Chelsea will be in their change kit of yellow, as there's fist pumps all round from the skipper. Rangers looking focused, and a huge test effectively tonight as they take on Chelsea. Always a good crowd when it's such a fixture like this. And Emma Hayes, the head coach at Chelsea, signed the new contract in July, picked up an MBE in 2016, and if you recognise her, well, you probably were watching the Euros. She was a star turn when it came to analysis, and I think there was even one shot where she was hugging Ian Wright as England made good headway in the tournament. Rangers just want to go on with business. 2 new signings tonight. The central midfield player Tessel Middag, who's one to watch, previously with Ajax, Manchester City, West Ham, Fiorentina. That's not a bad CV, is it? While up top, Kayla McCoy gets the starting jersey. She was previously with Houston Dash, born in Illinois, and 6 caps for Jamaica. As I say, fullback Rachel McLaughlin not involved tonight. She was 24 in July, joined in January from Glasgow City. A real talented player, carrying a slight knock and no chances taken. So slotting in at fullback tonight is Sam Kerr. That allows Tessel Middag to make her debut at the heart of midfield. Referee with a quick head count. Thanks for joining us this evening on Rangers TV. It's going to be McCoy to get us going. Rangers probably in a regular 4-3-3 formation when in possession, but of course out of possession the wide players, Brogan Hay and Jane Ross, who will be getting forward to support the main striker, probably have to just filter back. You can also expect Lizzie Arnott from a deeper midfield role to try and get beyond the strikers when the occasion allows as well. It's a very talented and offensive minded Rangers side. We're off and running at the training centre. Brogan Hay immediately tries to gain some headway. Crowd still coming in to Auchenhowie. Throw from Sam Kerr. Rangers draw a free kick. Just taking out the play there, immediately trying to impose herself on the game is Kayla McCoy. Good feet again. Is chance to see it here. Holds off the challenge. Taking out the play. Not happy about the decision was Drew Spence, the Chelsea skipper. But the free kick is the award. It's Lizzie Arnott to take. Oh my goodness, that came very close indeed. Stretching everything she had was Anna Catherine Berger between the sticks for Chelsea. She had to get a fingertip on that one. She does so. Pops it over the top. Rangers knocking the door in these early exchanges. Lizzie Arnott with the free kick effort. First corner in favour of Rangers. It's going to be Arnott again. Flights her in. Keeper unchallenged. Comfortable take. That was a terrific driven effort from the free kick. And so you see Chelsea coming into the game for the first time. Erin Cuthbert back in familiar territory. Launches it in. Sam Kerr not convincing. Down in the challenge as Rangers make heavy weather of getting it away there. It was Guro Riton coming in. See, Cuthbert lifts her head, just plays it into a dangerous area. Sam Kerr just not quite coming on to her the way she liked. It's good awareness, backtracking. Brogan Hay. And the opportunity for Chelsea is gone for the moment. Good open game so far. Sam Kerr, more familiar in the engine room, showing her versatility at right back this evening. Chelsea lost last week in their first pre-season match of the season, away to Arsenal. Here's Loopholes. Georgia Fox playing this wide midfield area. Looks like a back three for Chelsea. Rangers go looking for the loose ball. Chelsea show composure and determination. Harder works it wide. Across the face and off target ultimately, but again it shows you how quickly Chelsea can explode into this game. The delivery from wide right is Georgia Fox. Digs out the delivery. The late run into the box from Erin Cuthbert was perfectly timed. Her shot off target. She'll be very disappointed in that one for a youngster who started her career here at Rangers. Carter, previously with Birmingham. He has some defending to do. Can't get anything on it. It's a surging run, terrific run, all the way by Wright and across the face. Was back off the underside of the crossbar. Driven goalward there from Drew Spence. And Rangers go living a charmed life. No one stopping the driving run down that flank from the Norwegian internationalist Ritten. The cutback is timely. Spence crashes it off the underside of the crossbar. Still 0-0, but what a game so far with less than 5 minutes played.
Good pass, keep it there. Well done.
It really was a terrific run from the 53 times capped Norwegian Guro Reiten, playing as a wing back, left hand side. Lifted her head, cut it back again. Not for the first time tonight, we've seen a really timely run from midfield into the danger area. This time it was Spence, and it's off the underside of the crossbar. Doherty closed down very quickly by Fox. Long searching ball, helped on in turn. It was in search of McCoy as Rangers try and get forward. Ross with the knock on.
Well done.
There's Fox again. Rangers happy to just take the sting out of things here through Chantal Swaby, getting it back to Jenna Fife. There's a high press from Chelsea, obviously. Arnott, she gets a wee break of the ball. Can she get it twice? Unfortunately not. Fox takes over. Carter, all the way back to Berger. Remember Chelsea in their yellow kit tonight, Rangers traditional blue. As a wee break of the ball might have been more kind to Brogan Hay. Rangers do get the throw in though. Chelsea just happy to keep possession and try and spring something from a deep position as Loopholes works it wide. Movement again from Chelsea is quite special, although this time the offside flag goes in favour of Rangers. Meanwhile, the referee, Mr McLean, gets his bootlaces back in a good place. It's Harder with the former run this time. Pernille Harder, 127 caps for Denmark. Doherty, first touch is perfect. looking for the movement there, but not provided as Chelsea come forward again. Blasted over the top, this time from Bethany England.
Again, put it in the golden zone.
Picked up her first cap in 2019, England. And she's only one intention when it's popped into her path here. But again, you have to say the Rangers giving the ball away particularly cheaply.
Yeah. Get Chantel.
Let's go, George, full out.
Man on. Good test. Go and get her, Keelan, get her. Slide across, Quattlerin.
Chelsea again always looking to build it through the German loopholes.
Get across, please, get across. Good, get her.
Wide for Fox, close down Doherty. Back to Carter, and immediately they just start it all over again.
No gaps.
Good decision again.
Get across, breathe, get across. Get out there, get out. Well done. Better. So Sheffield, you need to walk, Doc. You'll need to walk across. Get
Chelsea
Chantel
keeping the
in
ball for
front.
fun at the moment.
Get Chantel, breathe. You walk.
Carter,
Better. Well done. Good.
Fox back in there for Spence with a big switch of play.
Brilliant, well done, good line. Well done.
A great forward run again, but offside flag again. Well, it says a lot that the Rangers back line are working in unison. Is Wrighton playing the early ball there, looking to release harder again, and again the offside flag. As Rangers try and get further up the park, get a toehold in the game after such a bright start. It really has been pretty much all about Chelsea in possession. Here they come again.
Up again. Good. Get across, Doc.
It's most definitely a back three
Good. Plunge in.
with 4 in midfield and 3 up top. Effectively, Lizzie Harnett is to recover. Doherty steps in. One over the top. There's a race on here.
Back it up.
Just shielded behind McCoy, putting pressure on the backtracking Carter.
Get them across.
And out for a goal kick. Kayla McCoy. 6 caps for Jamaica,
Kayla, drop right in.
joining Rangers in the summer.
24, Kayla.
Tonight,
Ready,
her
drop,
debut
slide.
as a first start. Come off the bench, of course, on
Well done, Jane.
Sunday.
Stay, Kayla, stay and drop, Kayla, drop. Just drop. Well done, Brogan. Go on, Brogs. Drop. Drop in, Kayla. Keep going across, Nick. Right across, Kayla, right across.
And again, Rangers trying to defend from the front through Brogan A. There's G.
Force it wide. Keep it going wide.
Fox. Again, Chelsea load the box. There's a shooting chance here. And it's deflected over the top by Westrup. But the driven effort from Drew Spence, the skipper of Chelsea. Again, the midfielders really adept at timing their run to support the attack. The layoff from England, that's probably hitting the target, were it not for the attentions of the Rangers skipper.
Get up and a shake. Get up and a shake.
Awkward bounce there, just beats the Chelsea defender. Wardlaw at the part of the defence there at the moment. Back to Carter. Previously with Birmingham and regular on the side. Wardlaw just signed a new contract after coming through the academy. Again, good passing and movement from Chelsea. And again, the intervention from Rangers had to be absolutely right. Free kick the award though.
Make sure Ez isn't running into Guru's line. Yeah, she's running and taking the defender into her space.
And you just know they've got a bit of quality from set plays. Erin Cuthbert there, joined Chelsea in 2016 after starting for Glasgow City. The ball in the box. Excellent defending again. Brianna Westrope. Held up there by Looples. Rangers get bodies back and get it away. And terrific run and composure as well to keep possession, Jane Ross. The big switch from Chantal Swaby goes astray. "19 caps for Jamaica." Chantal Swaby joined the club mid-season last campaign after that horrid injury to Demi Vance. And Demi Vance is on the bench tonight. Terrific to see her back after that ACL injury of last season, out since November. Back firing in all cylinders now. Ball in the channel, releasing Cuthbert. Can't get away there as Swaby sticks to the task to good effect. It's a clever ball, an early ball from Carter. Chased by Cuthbert, frustration for the former Rangers youngster. And excellent defending from Chantal Swaby. Wardlock. Again coming short, Melanie Looples. A very accomplished side, Chelsea. You can just see the way they move the ball with purpose. A game plan that they are all fully behind. Now you look at the Chelsea success story. 4 FA Women's Super Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups and 1 Community Shield. Current champions of the FA Women's Super League. Fox again, closed down quickly, Docherty. Ross can't quite keep it. That allows Chelsea to start all over again, using the width of Auchenhowie. Taken into feet by Ji Soo Yun. Cuthbert again happy to play her back to goal. Tracked all the way yet again by Chantal Swaby. And it forces Chelsea to work it all the way back to the German goalkeeper Berger. Previously with PSG. I think they made a bit of a signing this week. Here again is Ji So Yun. 125 caps for South Korea. And the all-time scorer for her country. Top all-time scorer. There's Jess Carter. Fox. One again, an inviting ball across the face. England can't get there, it's popped back in again. There's Cuthbert with a header, and it just inches wrong side of the upright. But again, no one picking up the late run on the left flank after the ball was swept across that area. Again, Rangers backtracking. Full of invention, this Chelsea side. They'd love to get a ball in the box. And here's Georgia Fox obliging again. England can't get there. Knocked back in again. It has Gemma Fife scrambling. Jenna Fife getting across her goal line. Didn't need to get anything on it. A terrific game here actually. It's wee Wilson's Rangers threatened after such a bright start in the first minute when the goalkeeper had to tip a Lizzie Arnott goal-bound free kick over the top. Since then it's been Chelsea who've produced the chances. Looples way to the far side again. Harder. Here's the attack threat again from Wrighton. Fires it in. England the aerial threat, can't get anything on it. Fox, and good determined defending from Rangers. Getting back as Docherty in possession, just drives away from Bethany England. Clever play from Nicola Docherty. Just waited until England was alongside to bring her down, and just takes some relief off the defence for the moment. As again they've been under the cosh on occasion, with the game only 18 minutes old. This is very clever from Nicola Docherty. Just what the doctor ordered.
Go on, just run it, go on. Go on, kill it, go on. Well done.
Well, the target was the movement of Kayla McCoy against Rangers further up the park. A word of encouragement for Nicola Docherty from Malky Thompson.
Yes, good. Go on, Tess. Brilliant.
It's good movement again from midfield from Tessel Middag, yet to really impose herself, but she's happy to go and press the ball, trying to force errors. Chelsea certainly very capable. There's a wee chance here. Brogan Hay, big save from the keeper on the follow-up. Brogan Hay, can she find a finish? Yes, she can. Well, Brogan Hay, tenacity pays off. She knocks it into the net, 19 minutes on the clock. And it is all about the pressure on the ball from the debutant Tessel Middag, forcing the error. Brogan Hay getting in the act as well. Her first effort blocked by the goalkeeper. But look at the determination from Middag. The keeper passes it back out again. Bit of a suicide ball here. Knocked back to the goalkeeper. Pounced upon by Brogan Hay. Gets a block on it, but on the follow-up, Brogan Hay picks her spot. Rangers 1, Chelsea 0. 19 on the clock. Well, it just shows you how quickly the game can change effectively. Chelsea knocking the door at one end, and Brogan Hay, who was on target on Sunday against Queen's Park, gets her second goal in 2 games. And Chelsea must wonder why they find themselves behind at this stage of the game. Here's Carter. Again, stubborn defending and well organised defending from Rangers. Loopholes out to Wardlaw, ball on the channel, picked up in there by Cuthbert. Deep delivery, Jenna Fife doesn't come. England with the header, it's 1-1. Well, the ball's in the air what seems like an almost eternity. It's a terrific delivery. We get a chance to see it again here. Cuthbert involved, turns it round the corner. There's Wrighton with the delivery. England climbs, nods it beyond Jenna Fife. 2 goals, quick succession. It's even Stevens, 20 minutes on the clock at Ibrox. 2 goals in a minute. It's 1-1. Bethany England with the header. Well, Rangers really should have stopped the cross, but there was real determination from the Norwegian down the left flank. Rangers just left a wee bit ragged at the heart of the defence, and with real determination, Bethany England showing her aerial ability. Climbs highest, wins it comfortably, and the perfect header beyond Jenna Fife. 1-1 at Auchenhowie.
Stay up, up. Get across, yes.
It's Melanie loopholes to start it again for Chelsea, and they'll be quite happy and relieved to have got back and turn so quickly after losing what they will no doubt consider a sloppy goal.
Good. Keep it in front of you. Keep the
Wardlaw.
game in front of you. Well done. Look for your opportunity. Keep it in front of you.
Back in for G So-Yun.
Yes, Lizzie. Go and don't get across, Chantel. Get
61
across.
goals, 125 appearances for G with South Korea. Forward again. England peeling off, tries to turn and deliver. Westrup gets something on it. Back defending too is Lizzie Arnott. And Nicola Docherty happy to shield it out for a throw-in. England very lively. Had a lone spell at Liverpool, and certainly back trying to make her way as a regular in the first team under Emma Hayes at Chelsea. There's that typical pressure on the ball again coming from Drew Spence, the skipper. Her brother had a spell at Crystal Palace. Doherty's clearance only as far as Carter. G again. In space, Erin Cuthbert across the face with a bit of a nudge in there, kind of suggest on England. Ball still not cleared. It is now. Again, the wide play from Chelsea, delivering such inviting balls into Rangers' 18-yard box. Here's G again. Taking over as Spence. It's a terrific workout for this young Rangers women's side. Melanie Leupolz, 70 caps for Germany, the number 8. There's this danger down that left flank again in front of the stand. Of course, the stand here at Auchenhowie was opened in August 2019 with a visit of a young Chelsea side. Ji So-yeon again. Here's Spence. Carter. No one stopping the crossfield delivery. Knocked back in again to Ji So-yeon. England coming short. Chelsea not even giving Rangers a borrow of the ball at the moment. It's better from Rangers, although the free kick goes against Medag. The boot coming in behind Spence there. And it's Melanie Leupolz. Strokes the free kick into the path of Jess Carter. Out wide again for Georgia Fox.
Up again, keep going, all the way. All the way. Get shoulders. Have a look right.
Certainly moved the ball about sweetly, Chelsea.
Good. Go on, Lizzie. Be sharp. Be sharp. Drop on, Lizzie. Drop on.
Their men's team lighting up Linfield's ground at Windsor Park last night with the Super Cup of Europe. Swaby knocks it behind. A corner goes in favour of Chelsea. 25 under our belt, 1-1 at the Rangers training complex. Erin Cuthbert, 43 caps for Scotland. Gets it back again. Showing again is Guro Reiten. Cuthbert drifting forward again. Cuthbert tracked by Kerr. Wins the corner. And again Cuthbert goes across to take. Born in Irvine, very settled in London.
Do your job. Just breathe. Tack it, breathe. Yeah, shot, watch it.
Cuthbert to take the corner. It's a good ball to England, the target. Arnott under genuine pressure from Leupolz. Doherty does enough to squeeze it out the box, but first to show again is Cuthbert.
Chelsea, get across.
Carter back for Wardlaw.
Good decision to breathe, Charlotte. Get the width again.
And then coming back to control the tempo. Play it from the back. Melanie Leupolz. G comes short. Ball in the channel. Takes a bit of a deflection, and Jenna Fife will be happy to come and claim this one and just perhaps take a moment or two to assess the options. Who's looking? Says Lizzie Arnott. A very deep roll, but it's given away again. Here's a chance for Bethany England. Wrong side of the goal frame. She'll be disappointed with that one. But again, Rangers giving the ball away so cheaply. In fact, it's Pernille Harder with the final effort here. In space, gets it out her feet. Hits the side netting. Real disappointment for the Danish internationalist. 28 years of age, previously with Wolfsburg. But again, Rangers have to be a wee bit sharper with their passing. Again, look at the pressure on the ball. Nicola Doherty having to take it in. Swaby. And that's a good take from Jane Ross. The early ball might have been on for Brianna Wistrup, but again it's been given away Chelsea driving forward again through Spence. Harder. England all looking to capitalise in there. They're certainly asking questions of the Rangers rear guard. Ultimately the referee, Gary McLean, sees that one come back off the arm of Brianna Westrup. Penalty awarded. Didn't see much in it. And it's the second goal of the evening for Chelsea. And there's no mistake this time from Pernille Harder. She hit the side netting just a minute or so ago when the penalty's awarded for a questionable handball against Chantal Swaby. In fact, my apologies, against Brianna Westrup. Penalty awarded. Up steps Pernille Harder and launches it beyond Jenna Fife. From a 1-goal advantage, Rangers now chasing the game. 28 minutes played. Courtesy of the penalty spot, Chelsea get their second. Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. Well, you have to say the penalty was very much of the soft variety. I'm not sure that Brianna Westrup's arm was in an unusual position. As Lizzie Arnott again facing her own goal. It's closed down so quickly. But the referee was not taking any advice from the Rangers defenders. His mind was made up. Spot kick awarded. It was dispatched in some style. Now you have to say that Rangers probably took the lead against her on the fly. And thereafter Chelsea have perhaps just found another gear as they've chased the game. Here's Wrighton. Harder, who scores from the spot. Again, Guro Wrighton digs out the delivery. Away this time by Swaby.
Well done, Jean. Step in if you can.
Every second ball though is falling in favour of a yellow shirted Chelsea player. So young again. And I think for the first time in half an hour, it's the first time that the midfield maestro from South Korea has probably given the ball away. Sam Kerr, not full-back by trade, certainly been asked to do some work tonight to track the movement of Guro Wrighton, who's operating in that left flank. There's Wardlaw. Harder. England in behind. Fife has committed herself, does enough to force England wide. Now she delivers. Cuthbert can't quite get it down. She might get it back again here, were it not for the attentions of Nicola Docherty though. Can Rangers do something here on the counter? Rangers have struggled. They're back to goal to keep possession in any advanced area. Kaylee McCoy goes down. Rangers do have the free kick. Nicola Docherty looking for some inspiration. Who's willing? Who wants it? Show a bit of desire here. I think she's going to have to just launch it forward, try and turn the yellow-shirted Chelsea defence. It's in there a long while. It's off the head of Carter. Picked up by Wrighton. Well, comfortably defended. Out to Fox. They're quite happy just to keep possession in a deep area, Chelsea, and then play a pass that will unpick you if you get a wee bit ragged shape-wise. Or one over the top like that to try and release a front player. Bethany England this time was the one who threatened, but the ball too long. Jenna Fife joined Rangers 2 seasons ago from Hibernian.
Go on.
Back to basics with the flick on in search of McCoy.
Go on up. Get across up.
And the way Rangers profited for the opening goal doesn't quite go to plan this time, as Melanie loopholes comfortably, takes it on before playing it long. And again, Rangers go from back to front.
Jane, can you and Kayla now go 2 9s and split the 3?
Berger, 2 caps for Germany.
Kayla, you and Jane now
Also 2 seasons with Birmingham. One of 3 top-notch goalkeepers in the Chelsea squad. (2-1) Chelsea. Half time around 12 minutes away.
Doesn't it come out, Kayla? Doesn't it come out? Good.
And through half time, we've got the highlights from the Rangers B team's cup tie and cup win last night against Dumbarton. Another thrilling win. The women are under the cosh here. That's a big block. England twice denied by Jenna Fife. Knocks it back, and again the offside flag is up this time. But Bethany England coming close, but well defended by Jenna Fife. But again, look how worrying the way they play through you. Ball in the channel, driven effort. Bethany England blocked Fife. Fife backed her feet, second block, and the offside flag brings the Chelsea move to an end. But certainly they move the ball quickly, Chelsea, and in front of goal, very, very capable. But a big double save from Jenna Fife to keep the scoreline 2-1 in favour of the visitors with half time 10 minutes away.
Well done, you 3. Good. Can you, Jane? Yes, sir. Well done, Jane.
Jane Ross trying to impose herself on the game, obviously. 136 caps and 62 goals along the way. Joined Rangers just a win to go from Manchester United. Here's Docherty trying to get away from Fox. Fox commits. The referee adjudges there's a bit of contact from Nicola Docherty. And now it's Fox's turn to check the laces. I don't think there's much in this one at all. And the referee gives a free kick to Chelsea.
Entice it, Jane. Entice it. Get across.
Fox doesn't turn 18 until later this month. Another who's come through the Chelsea academy.
Time. Keep it. Well done. Keep it. Drop again. You can drop.
Here's Jenna Fife. She'll have taken some confidence from that double save from England. It's given away again. McCoy this time. At this level, you just can't afford anything but a good touch. Played early by Cuthbert, chased by Fox. Rangers defend well again.
Pressure on the ball, Aaron. Sorry, I didn't see the wide.
Medag. Docherty.
Up.
Carter gets there ahead of McCoy. Brogan Hayes come to a more central role at the moment to try and match up, but clearly there's overload in midfield for Chelsea as Cuthbert spins away from Docherty, fires a dangerous ball across the face. Kerr gets something on it. Pressure still on. The big switch comes from the skipper, Drew Spence. Knocked back in again. No takers. Pressure still on though. His first to show is Erin Cuthbert. Stabbed in again by Spence. Held up by Fox. Charged down in there by Swaby. These are their backs to the wall at the moment. Here's Brogan Hay, capable of getting you up the park. Held up by Ross. McCoy had made a forward run. Jane Ross couldn't pick her out though. They're just quite happy to get a touch of the ball. They've been chasing shadows for long spells in this first period. Jenna Fife about to be closed down. It was the effervescent striker, Bethany England, right on top of Jenna Fife. Fox, Brogan Hay can't get there. Neither can Tessel Midag. And again, loopholes to Wardlaw. This pair happy to exchange, and on the other flank, Carter always willing. Spence drops off, tries to play it long for England. Rangers again fail to keep it in an advanced area. Drew Spence has it again. Here's the typical switch from loopholes, way to the far side, and again Wrighton unchallenged, pops it long for the movement of Harder. She looks to deliver. They win the corner. Pernille Harder, previously with Wolfsburg, happy to hold it up. Wins the corner. Loopholes has come forward. Erin Cuthbert given the job of finding the aerial threat that Chelsea bring to the game. It's a good ball too. Keeper doesn't come. It's off the head of Nicola Docherty and drifts behind for a corner on the other flank.
Switch on. Be aware of the short one. Be aware.
Jenna Fife organising the defence. Another ball. Jenna Fife doesn't come. It comes off the head there of Chantal Swaby. And yet another corner. Oh, good to see Chantal Swaby dominating in there. She just turned 23 last Friday. Variation in the corner. This time they go short. Back for Erin Cuthbert. Now it's flighted into the back post. And perhaps with hands on there, that could have been a free kick against Spence. Ultimately the header is into the side netting, doesn't trouble Jenna Fife, but I think the referee may well have been able to award a free kick to Rangers in there, as Jane Ross protects her goalkeeper at the post. 5 minutes of an excellent first half remaining, although Rangers, having taken the lead, now find themselves a goal behind. Brogan Hay is more than capable though of unpicking this Chelsea rear guard. Support from Chelsea Cornet. Here's Sam Kerr. That's better. Rangers moving the ball quickly. Helped on by Lizzie Arnott. Here is the advancing Nicola Docherty. What's on ahead of her? Hangs it up towards the back post. And the goalkeeper, Berger, very determined, gathers it at its height and takes the pressure all off as Rangers a rarity of a counter-attack. And immediately Berger launches it long to get Chelsea going again through Erin Cuthbert. Here's Ji So-yeon and Carter. Harder wanted it in the channel. Carter gives it back to Loopholes. Now Charlotte Wardlaw. Brogan Hay quickly closing down Ji So-yeon, but she just popped it straight back to where it came from. Cuthbert, Wrighton, laid off by England. Ji So-yeon again. Harder coming short. Rangers again filtering bodies behind the ball as it's knocked goalwards, and Jenna Fife made heavy weather of it. It was awkward to deal with, but Jenna Fife takes no chances. Again, it's from the wide area. Chelsea threatened, and Jenna just watched it in flight. And quickly closed down against Nicola Docherty. Chelsea looking to hem Rangers in their own half in these final exchanges of the first 45. Rain starts to come down over Auchenhowie. Fox looking for options. Spence provides one but can't return the pass as we head to half time. Malky Thompson, the Rangers coach there, is looking on a wee bit anxiously. How do you get on the ball and keep it is perhaps one of the questions he has to find an answer to. Jane Ross challenged from the back, taking out the play. Free kick Rangers. Jane Ross born in Rothsay, the Isle of Bute. Lizzie Arnott's made a darting run. Nicola Doherty tries to find her. Headed away not once but twice by Carter. England, Ji So-yeon. Wide again. Here they come down that left flank. Ji So-yeon takes it into feet again. Tracked by Brogan Hay. She gets a wee break of the ball. Wide now for Fox. Ji So-yeon just makes it look so simple. Swept in now by Carter. Fife got something on it. Cuthbert back in for Wrighton. Cuthbert takes it on again. Knocks it in, and that was a very timely header. Chantal Swaby had to get something on that one there, as Chelsea knocking on the door for a third prior to half time. Swaby does so well. Fife for the first clearance, but look how quickly Chelsea keep the pressure on. Wrighton back for Cuthbert, pops it in, and Chantal Swaby stretching to get something on it to protect her goalkeeper at the expense of a corner as we hit the 45th minute. Delivered by Cuthbert. Cleared by the captain, Brianna Westrop. Hay goes chasing. Loses out to Carter. And the ball all the way back to Berger. We've played 45 minutes at Auchenhowie. I said it would be an intriguing fixture. It's exactly that. Bethany, England. Rangers have to get bodies behind the ball, and England is forced to retreat. Wardlaw to Wrighton. Sorry, it's to Loopholes rather. Harder now. And staying goal side to good effect. Chantal Swaby, an acknowledgement from Nicola Doherty. Well, that's why Chantal Swaby is at the club. Vastly experienced youngster, despite just turning 23. Played at the top level, knows the game, and a real asset for this Rangers side. And indeed, the half-time whistle blows. It's England and Harder on target for Chelsea, who overtook the early goal from Brogan Hay to put Chelsea 2-1 up after 45 minutes. The opener, well, it was all about tenacity, and Brogan Hay was on hand to knock the ball into the net after our first effort had been blocked by the goalkeeper Berger. Almost immediately it was 1-1. It was England on target with a header after the ball had been swept in from the left-hand side. And on 28 minutes, a controversial penalty awarded by referee Gary McLean. Suggestions of a handball against the Rangers skipper Brianna Westrop. Everyone looked a wee bit shell-shocked when it was awarded, but Chelsea just got on with business, and it was Pernille Harder who just blasted the ball beyond Jenna Fife. And the scoreline now, Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. And I think that's still the point that Malky Thompson might be making to the referee. If you look at our pictures right now, he's suggesting that the arm of the Rangers skipper Brianna Westrop was not in an unnatural position. However, the goal stands. Half time, it's Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. Let's have a look at the best bits. Here was the start Rangers wanted. It's the free kick from Lizzie Arnott, and it certainly kept Berger busy. It's a great effort, and Berger just getting a fingertip on it. It's a terrifically driven effort from the Rangers midfielder. Ross on the decoy. Arnott drives it goalward, and at the other end it was Chelsea who threatened. Terrific movement from Wrighton, blasted off the underside of the crossbar by Drew Spence. Terrific run here from the Norwegian Wrighton, and Spence does it all right, and it comes back off the underside of the crossbar. Here's the Rangers goal. The pass back from Carter puts the goalkeeper Berger in trouble first time round, and then ultimately the pass back is short from loopholes. Interception from Brogan Hay, and she shows real awareness to net it at the second time of asking. Berger takes a touch, passes it back to where it started. She's short with this one, pounced upon by Brogan Hay. She makes a good recovery, but again Brogan Hay first to show, and then immediately within 60 seconds at the other end, Wrighton delivers, and the header is beyond Jenna Fife. Great delivery, and it's Harder with the header. Harder again takes up a central position. Here's England with a layoff. It comes back off the arm of the Rangers skipper Brianna Westrup here. Chelsea Cornet takes a touch. She doesn't intend to play it in that direction. Penalty awarded, and indeed it's Harder with the second goal. She sends Jenna Fife the wrong way, makes no mistake from the spot kick, so it's actually 2 goals for the midfielder Pernille Harder. And of course Rangers now chasing the game in the second half. It has been a terrific pre-season workout though, but you can see there's quality in this Chelsea side. Of course they did indeed contest the European Cup Champions League just last May. However, half time at Auchenhowie, it's Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. Last night it was a different story just down the road at Dumbarton, where the B team under David McCallum and Brian Gilmer got a terrific result against Dumbarton's first team in a cup tie. Here's the highlights.
Scorer of the opening goal for Rangers. Scorer of the second goal for Rangers B in 26 minutes, number 7, Alex Lowry. Score left of Rangers 3 at 75 minutes, number 9, Tony Weston.
Brian, an exciting game of football tonight. How do you look on the squad's performance?
I think you summed it up there, exciting. If you look at the performance going 3-0 up against a quality side in Dumbarton, who got a lot of experienced players, a lot of quality in their team as well, so I think we knew that coming into the game. And if you look at the performance in terms of that part was really pleasing, and to go and score 3 goals to take it to that point, and then the game obviously takes a swing at the last second, so I'll go back to it. It was a really exciting game.
Did you see anything from the boys' performance, what they've learned in the Lowland League in tonight's game?
Yeah, that's something that's just going to continue. I think we knew in terms of the step in opposition that it would be more challenging. In terms of the tempo of the game, they played at a good speed as well at times, so all these little things, and I think the lads are well aware of that when you go and play against quality opposition like Dumbarton, who gave us a tough time as well. It wasn't all their own way. They had periods in the game where they tried to play through us and cut us open and created some chances as well, so yeah, certainly some learning in that.
You touched upon it there. It was a tough challenge tonight against some experienced SPFL players. What are some of the key learning points the boys can take away from tonight, especially in the latter stages of the second half?
I think you look at, like we touched on there, playing against level opposition that it is. There's a lot of experience and players that have racked up a lot of numbers in terms of games, so that comes with the territory where you're going and playing against those types of players. But also if you look at the team tonight, that's playing against others, but in the team tonight with Nico and Jake lending that experience to the younger players that has been there as well. So I think that's, at times, it's a terrific addition to what it can be. Even seeing the lads in the dressing room and having that discussion, and they can learn off of the senior players as well, so that was terrific to see.
And a home tie against Ayr United in the next round of the Challenge Cup, that must be an exciting fixture that you're all looking forward to.
Yeah, it's an exciting one. When it swings around, we'll prepare for that properly. It's another test. It will be another test, and that's the reason that this competition is so good for us as a squad and as a team, and for the individual player, that you can go and test yourself against it. And like we say, a championship club in Ayr United will be a tough test, but we've got a few games before that we'll knuckle back down, and we'll prepare for those games. And then when that one swings around, we'll be excited and ready to go as far as we can in that competition.
Well, the coaches take the field first for the second half at the Auchenhowie Training Complex, home to Rangers women, and I think it's still a very frustrated Malky Thompson who makes his way to the technical area, with Chelsea having a single goal advantage which came from the penalty spot 28 minutes in. Handball given against the Rangers skipper Brianna Westrup, and well, there was nothing in it at all. It didn't look as if her arm was in any outrageous position. Here's the opening goal, which came against the run of play, but Brogan Hay pouncing on the loose ball, following up after the keeper made the first block and just angles it into the net. It was a dream start for Rangers, but it didn't last long. In comes the ball from wide left, and there's Pernille Harder climbing above her marker. It's a terrific delivery, mind you. And here's this penalty. Make your mind up. That can't possibly be given as a genuine handball. Didn't matter though, as Pernille Harder was on hand to launch it beyond Jenna Fife to make it Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. It was a terrific finish from the penalty spot, but you have to say the award in the first instance was, well, in the questionable category. Good wee crowd turning up this evening at Auchenhowie. There was some rain just before half time. It looks to have abated for the moment. Let me just run you through the Rangers side that started the match tonight. Jenna Fife in goal, the back four of Sam Kerr, Chantal Swaby, Brianna Westrup and Nicola Docherty. Midfield of Chelsea, Cornet, Tessal Midag in her first start, Lizzie Arnott, Brogan Hay, Kayla McCoy and Jane Ross. On the bench for Rangers, Demi Vance coming back from injury is terrific to see. Kirsten Riley and Zoe Ness. Meg Cunningham is the change keeper. Then there are 6 girls from the academy: Ailey Austin, Kayla Jardin, Hannah Jordan, Jodie McCleary, Emma Watson and Kirsty McLean. For Chelsea, well, there's the 2-goal hero so far, Pernille Harder, who certainly looks a very capable player, but of course 3 seasons at Wolfsburg and 127 caps for Denmark. She knows the game. Bergers and goals are back 3 of Carter, Lupels and Wardlaw. The 125 times capped South Korean G plays just in front of them. Then it's Fox, Spence, Harder and Wrighton. Cuthbert supporting England as the focal point of the attack. Tonight's referee is Gary McLean. As Rangers go through their warm-ups for the second half, Zoe Ness has come off the bench. We'll bring you all the changes just momentarily. But work to be done, Rangers having lost their first goal of the season and their second within the first half hour of tonight's match, after an 8-0 success against Queen's Park and a 4-0 victory against Hamilton. Brogan Hay on target, but Rangers chasing the game at the moment. Zoe Ness coming off the bench. She was on target on that 4-0 victory against Hamilton, and she gets the OK to take her place at the focal point of the Rangers attack. I think it's the end of the match for Kayla McCoy. Straight replacement effectively, but it will be Chelsea to get us going for the second half through England. 1 cap for England for Bethany England. No changes from the Chelsea side for the second half. And we're underway. Thanks for joining us on Rangers TV, live on social media tonight. A great opportunity just to see the progress being made at Auchenhowie under Malky and the coaching staff of Rangers women. Zoe Ness right up top. She'll try and bring a bit of physicality and presence to the Rangers attack, I suggest. Perhaps try and hold the ball up longer as Harder gets it from Wrighton. Now she delivers, squeezed away though by Kerr. Back to G, and not the connection that Wrighton was after. Tries to find the advancing Harder, not successfully though.
Go up another one down there! Zoe! Come on in!
Jess Carter just exchanging with the youngster Wardlaw.
Good, keep running across, Chelsea, that's it. Yeah, good Nicky, good break. Kessel, cover that one. Good Sam. Good Sam.
Way to the far side again for
Brilliant, Sam.
Brighton. Harder. Looking for England. Late supporting run from deep again, but Rangers get bodies behind to block the effort as Cuthbert threatened. Now Fox. There's a shooting chance here. The step over as she couldn't get sight of the target as Brighton cuts in from the flank and Rangers switched on defensively, although Ji So Yun has the throw.
18 up.
Now the skipper, Spence.
Good patience. Keep looking about you. Keep looking about you. Keep the get. No gaps. Tessel, no gaps. Back four, no gaps. No
Spence
gaps.
again. Tracked by Tessel Medag.
Keep it that side. Keep it that side.
Always willing to come short.
Keep it
She
that side,
exchanges
Joy.
with Melanie Loopholes. The sign of a good player is they always appear to have time on the ball, and
Double up, Will.
my goodness,
Go
there are
again.
plenty in yellow tonight who
Nice.
have
Calm,
that
calm,
quality.
calm. Well done. Good.
Plenty.
Keep it. Joy, go, Joy, go.
Cleared by Swaby, held up by Ness. That's what she's introduced to do.
Good, Joy.
Always looking for it. Slipping at an inopportune moment was Sam Kerr. Quickly back to her feet though.
Tess. Tessel. Yes, well done. Brilliant. Go on, Joy.
Ness the target from Kerr.
Tessel. Up.
Tidy defending Carter. Back now with Berger.
Good Brogan. Good Brogan.
It's better from Rangers. They're getting a press on early, triggering the press from midfield to try and hem Chelsea back in.
Good compact, good sir. Good Brogan. Yep, something has to then drop in, help Chelsea.
Here's Wrighton again. A clever ball releases Harder. It's deflected and the sting taken out delivery by the backtracking Westrup, and it's gathered by Jenna Fife. But again, it all happens down this flank.
Yes, sir.
The terrific understanding between Harder and Wrighton. Always a danger.
Good ball, then.
Guru Wrighton. 80 caps at unders level for Norway as they come forward again. Chased by Bethany England. Chelsea Cornet gets across. In the air again. Midag protecting her centre backs. Chelsea pick it up. Cuthbert with a driven effort. Back off the post. I think Jenna Fife just did enough getting something on that one. What an effort that was from the Scottish internationalist. Takes a touch. Threads herself between two players. And undoubtedly Jenna Fife got a hand in that one and helped onto the post.
Done that. Good Lizzie.
It's still 2-1 in favour of Chelsea.
Good Zoe.
Very close to their third.
Go again.
Kerr across to stop England, and Docherty works it back to Fife.
Come on now. Distances. Get nice and tight. Chelsea in between.
Well, really a terrific workout for this Rangers side tonight. You see, 8 of the squad all played in the Champions League final last season. Yeah, they were turned over 4-0 by Barcelona in Gothenburg, the Ullevi Stadium where Aberdeen found European success all those years ago. But on the way to that final, Chelsea saw off Benfica, Atletico Madrid and Wolfsburg, and then a 5-3 aggregate win over Bayern Munich in the semi-final. So if we're talking about quality teams, well, this Chelsea side certainly in that category. And Cuthbert coming close in the best chance of the second half so far. Docherty trying to gain a yard or two down the line as she looks for options. In for Arnott. Trying to gain some headway was Jane Ross. And Chelsea defending numbers. Now Rangers do the same. It's better from Rangers. Hunting to get the ball back in a high line. Doherty wants to take the throw quickly. Knocked in looking for Ness. The keeper didn't quite know where it was. Well, it was a darting run from Jane Ross that caused havoc in the Chelsea rear guard. A good pick out from Nicola Doherty, and Zoe Ness trying to get on the end of it, and a bit of good fortune for the goalkeeper and Katrin Berger. It's still Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. Good stuff through half time there from the match last night at Dumbarton. It's terrific to see the youngsters from the B team being given opportunities to play both in the Lowland League and in the SPFL Trophy against more mature players, and holding their own in style. There's the chance. Though Ness just failing to get anything on it, and Berger did, but didn't know a lot about it. Yeah, there seems a better shape about Rangers for this contest since the turnaround. It's Charlotte Wardlaw. Carter gets it wide, coming short is Spence. Sam Kerr has been pushed into a more advanced area there to try and bring a bit of physicality to the midfield. Chelsea Cornet is back defending. Pernille Harder has it. Box of tricks too. And great awareness again. Sam Kerr coming back, bringing a bit of desire and a bit perhaps of physicality in midfield to get quicker into opponents' faces and stop them passing just as comfortably as they have been in this first 50 minutes and so. This is a talented player for sure. Ji So Young, the South Korean, and a very athletic Chelsea side as well. Pushed forward by Loopholes.
Chelsea, right shoulder, Chelsea.
Held up by Fox.
Get the centre backs picking up.
Spence with a big switch of play. Wrighton knocks it in. Harder back in for England. Again, great defending. Shoulder to shoulder there to good effect. Swaby and Westrup. Pressure still on. Here's G. Has to feed it back for Fox. And again, the Rangers' shape much more durable at the moment. Chelsea finding it that bit more difficult to play through them. Ross coming back into midfield out of possession as well. Chelsea Cornet quickly on top of the Chelsea wide player, Wrighton. Way to the far side. Fox now tries to give the slip to Nicola Doherty. And again, that's a good touch, but stretching was Swaby. Just maybe I've tweaked the wee hamstring there in the way. Chelsea have it again through Guru Wrighton. Now Wardlaw back to Wrighton again. Does the simple thing, but does it well. And the angled run, showing for it was England. Stopped at source by Westrup. Hung up by Ji Sun Young. Headed away by Swaby. And Nicola Doherty can't keep it in play. Out for a Chelsea throw. Driven effort, and again Jenna Fife gets down so well. It's a snapshot as Rangers just switch off for a moment. It's the skipper, Drew Spence, holding off Sam Kerr on the spin. Good clean connection, and it's a strong wrist from Jenna Fife. Corner Chelsea. Fired in. Jenna Fife again is to look lively. The ultimate touch came off Loopholes. She's got a smile there. I'm not sure she knew an awful lot about it. The delivery from Wrighton is on the money. Helped on. It just spins off Melanie Leupolds. And Jenna Fife is on hand to gather. Now Spence is a big danger coming from midfield. Clipped the crossbar in the opening exchanges and coming close again there. Were it not for the awareness of Fife, but here's a shooting chance for England, and again Fife on top form. Well, Rangers don't get it away. Bethany England pouncing on this loose ball. It's bread and butter stuff, straight to the heart of the Rangers defence. Comic book defending. Bethany England with the driven effort, saved again by Fife after Chelsea Cornick couldn't quite get it under control. Here's the corner to be taken by Cuthbert. Headed away again by Swaby. Cuthbert first to show. Look how comfortable Chelsea are to recycle, although right on cue that one asks Jess Carter to sprint across to keep possession. Here's Wrighton again with a desire to come forward. They're going beyond the strikers again. Oh, what a second half so far for Jenna Fife. She's really putting the mockers on every Chelsea attack. Terrific movement again. England pops it in behind the advancing midfielder with 2 goals already. Harder looking for the hat-trick, denied by terrific goalkeeping from Jenna Fife. Harder again. Cornet does enough. Fox. Good defending. Docherty picked up by Ji So-yun. He just can't get on it. Can't get a foot in the ball at the moment. Wrighton. Pernille Harder back to Wardlaw, and if the pass isn't on, they just keep the ball for fun. Here's Guro Wrighton again and again. Beyond her is Harder. I'm not sure whether that was a cross or a shot, but it doesn't trouble Jenna Fife. Some respite for Rangers as we hit the hour mark. But again, just how capable are this pair? Wrighton and Harder. Wrighton again the provider, and this time Pernille Harder over the top. 65 international goals for Denmark. 2 tonight at Auchenhowie. Good take from Zoe Ness, the second half substitute. Swaby. And the miscue from Carter, no damage done. It drifts all the way back to Berger. Twice capped for Germany, the Chelsea keeper. Cuthbert. Wardlaw. Wrighton. This time it's Cuthbert going beyond. She's got Westrop for company. G wants to give and go with England. Pushed wide again for Erin Cuthbert. Still Cuthbert, she might try from distance. Tugs it wide. You saw exactly her intentions, get it out her feet, try and hit the target, but forced all along the 18-yard box. The 43 times capped Scottish internationalist. Tracked by Chelsea Cornet, who does enough. And the ultimate shot is wide of the target from the former Rangers youngster. Made her name at Glasgow City before heading south of the border. Wardlaw, just 18, looks a terrific prospect. Harder looking for England, and she's a willing runner. She's got away from Chelsea Cornet. Harder in England exchange again. G, So-Yun. Happy to take it in again. In for Cuthbert. Cross delivered, header England. Squeezed away by Chelsea Cornet. And Chelsea have the corner. Well, Chelsea's side were actually formed as Chelsea Ladies back in 1992 and have been in the top flight of English football since 2005. They recorded 18 wins last season to lift the title, and they're looking for a third goal here this evening. Held up by Loopholes. Back for Wardlaw. G lets it run again to Wrighton, knocks it in, scooped away by Docherty. Pressure still on. Across the face, what a ball that is from Guru Wrighton. Rangers defend well in that 6-yard box. Such a dangerous delivery to defend again. But Rangers do it well, protecting Gemma Fife. There's Ross. It's Chelsea's turn to win it in a high line. Cuthbert. G. Spence. Loopholes. It's hard there. Forced wide by the attention of Chantal Swaby. Fox. Well, she certainly lifted her head. Tries to catch Jenna Fife out there. And just curls it wide of the target. Georgia Fox, just 17 years of age. Showing just how two-footed she is as well. It certainly had Jenna Fife scrambling. Docherty. Terrific ball for Brogan Hay. In fact, Sam Kerr. Oh, it's just wide of the target. It was Sam Kerr from midfield getting beyond and spotted by Nicola Docherty. Sam Kerr signed from Glasgow City at the turn of the year, showing a real turn of pace. Fires it across the face of goal, coming very close. We were expecting Brogan Hay to make a late run to support, but Sam Kerr had other ideas. Picked up her first Scotland cap against Ukraine in March. Coming close to getting Rangers' second goal of the evening.
Chelsea, right shoulder. Get Bree. Chantel, Bree, pass her on. Pass it, Chantel, pick up. Good, well done. Better shape.
Well, the Rangers bench look a wee bit active at the moment. I wonder if they're considering another change. Docherty with the clearing header.
Chelsea.
Up again for Bethany England. Helped on by Cuthbert, a clever touch. But quickly out to gather is Jenna Fife. Again, loopholes at the heart. England coming short. Cuthbert just tries to go beyond the retreating Rangers defence. Really haven't put many passes together in an advanced area to get at this Chelsea defence. Although the keeper makes heavy weather of that one. Again, Berger early with the delivery. Pushed away by Wardlaw. Gathered by Wrighton. Forward for Harder. Harder again, picks up the loose ball after the intervention from Spence. Here's G. Oh. Again, they just refuse to give it away, don't they? Here's G again from Spence. Oh, what a great intervention that was from the backtracking Tessel Midag. Here's Zoe Ness. Needs to hold it up, needs support.
Good, good, keep it, keep moving it.
Gets it back from Cornet, turns it back to the skipper Westrop.
Sam, Zoe. Good, well done Sam, take it Sam.
Here's Westrop again, born in California but now nailed her colours to the mast, a Scottish internationalist.
Go on, Sam. Go on, Zoe.
Kerr
Zoe.
darts forward, can't get on it though. She's been much more influential, Sam Kerr, since moving to a more advanced position. Started the match at right back. And yet again, Guru Wrighton across the face. Nicola Docherty has to watch as she comes under some pressure. Cleared only as far as Ji So Yun. That's almost telepathic for the movement there. Oh, what a ball that is, right across the face of goal. From Guru Wrighton. Harder and Wrighton. So switched on. A real threat on the flank. Sunday coming, Rangers are at Motherwell. As Nicola Docherty again turned to face her own goal. Fox. Good footwork from Fox, knocked long. Somehow or another, it goes behind for a corner. Arriving late was Guru Wrighton. Look at the touch from Fox. Gives the slip to Docherty. Long searching ball. Just comes spinning back and behind for a corner. Not sure that Chelsea Cornet knew much about it. In comes the corner again. Off the thigh of Swaby. Launched away. Chased by Lizzie Arnott, who's a very quiet night tonight. Hasn't been able to get on the ball and impose herself in the game. Fox again delivers. Again, Rangers deal with it well though. Now running into traffic is Jane Ross, and ultimately just leaning in. Free kick goes in favour of Chelsea. Now, make no mistake, this is top class opposition for Rangers tonight. And Jane Ross will have a potentially huge season ahead of her. Hat-trick against Queen's Park. And more than capable of delivering the goals that could really mount a title challenge. Previously with Manchester United, of course. Here's Cuthbert. Fox again, cutting in. That one won't trouble Jenna Fife, and they're just quite happy to get a goal kick and an opportunity perhaps to draw breath. So last season it was Glasgow City's 14th consecutive title. Rangers finished third but lost only one game of their last 5, and now Rangers go to the bench. Demi Vance gets the call, Kirsten Riley too, and Lizzie Arnott leaves the field. Confirmation of the other change just in a moment. Now Kirsten Riley started at the weekend and is a midfield player. He'll get about players.
Yes, Zoe, drop into the pocket, Zoe.
And of course, terrific to see Demi Vance coming back after such a torrid time with injury. Chelsea Cornet is the other player that has left the field, which possibly just could see Rangers move to a back 3. We'll confirm that very shortly. There's some defending to do here.
Body shape, Chelsea, body shape. Keep the ball.
They do get bodies behind the ball. Here's Harder again. It was a good touch, but Chelsea get bodies forward. It's number 3. This time it is England from inside the 6-yard box. Simplicity itself. And look how these Chelsea players celebrate. They're a team who've been together for a number of years now, and that is obvious the way they go about their business. But just look, the influence of Harder. There's a touch and no more in there from Swaby when it's popped back into the danger area from Erin Cuthbert. The movement from Bethany England. Great take from Cuthbert, and England, like good strikers, does their work between the sticks, knocks it into the net. 73 minutes under our belt. It's now 3-1 in favour of Chelsea, and to be fair, Rangers can't get on the ball this second half really.
Yes, free. Get Sam, you go Sam, Good run, Sam. Up, stay up, halfway up.
Rangers will entertain Manchester United in a week's time. Before then though, Jenna Fife has to get there. There's a handball, I suggest, spotted by the referee, and Rangers will get the free kick. Bethany England charging down the goalkeeper. Chance to see it again here. There is no flag. England very committed. Hands up. Free kick to Rangers. In fact, it was Tessel Middag who left the field rather than Chelsea Cornet. But fantastic to see Demi Vance back involved. And a trio of changes now for Chelsea. Thompson, Guyat and Beaver Jones all coming on, all graduates from the academy. Been given game time from Emma Hayes. Off goes Leupolz, who's top quality. Influenced the game, likewise G. And it's the end of the match for Fox as well. Another who came through the academy. 3 changes for Chelsea. Guyat for Leupolz. Beaver Jones for Fox. And Emma Thompson for G So Yun. $15 minutes or so left at the Rangers training complex. Third goal, just ensuring that Chelsea give game time to some of their youngsters. Wardlaw, another of the academy graduates who started the game. That's wavered though. Kept alive by Carter. Harder. Wide again for Wrighton. England lay off. Harder. Off target. Now, Rangers have had a bit of a lesson tonight. Top quality opposition, but it's a hard school they have to grow up in quickly. Ambitions for not just domestic but European success, and really taking Rangers to the next level. There's been sizable investment over recent years. Undoubtedly the quality of squad has improved. There's real energy. One club. That motto stands particularly well. All playing the game the way it should be played, and it would be fair to say that Rangers have to find the ambition to deliver the level of consistency and quality of a team like Chelsea. So next Thursday, Manchester United. Early kick-off for that one. It will be available on Rangers TV as well. It's a 5 o'clock kick-off, but check all the club social media channels for an update on that one. Here's Wrighton again. Well, there's problems here for Rangers, but coming back to good effect to get it away with Chelsea corner. Immediately the ball back in play by Chelsea. Knocked away by Cornet again. Brogan Hay back defending. Brianna Westbrook was holding the line there, trying to get it up to Ness. Ness goes chasing and putting pressure on Spence. Just dropped back to control things since Lupol's left the field. Carter. Harder. Now Rangers have picked it up. Ness needs support. Kirsten Riley is making the run. A lot of work to be done here. Blues outnumbered by a number of yellow jerseys. Kirsten Riley has to hold it up. Back for Brogan Hay. Sam Kerr wants it into feet. And just taken off the toe of Kirsten Riley. And it shows you that top players do the hard work as well. From midfield, certainly haven't done the damage tonight. Pernell Harder with 2 goals was back there to stop Kirsten Riley as she got forward as the foul throw goes against Rangers. There's confidence in this Chelsea side as well. They play a ball like that.
Chantel, pass it on, Chantel.
Making the forward run again was England. Stopped by the Rangers skipper. Westrup. Back to Swaby. Again, here comes Brianna Westrup. Cornet. It's a heavy touch. She's lost out here to Wrighton. Wrighton driving forward. Can she find a finish? Held it up. And the forward ball, well, it was Emma Thompson. No real conviction from the Chelsea substitute with the final effort. Just tries to loft it towards the postage stamp. But again, Rangers conceding possession so cheaply. Wrighton with the creativity. Thompson tries to deliver. And it's Jenna Fife with the safe hands. Hay tries to force the early error, but Wardlaw deals with it. Back to where it started again for Charlotte Wardlaw. Into the final 10 minutes. It's Rangers 1, Chelsea 3. And this Norwegian on the left flank has been the star of the show for me. Guro Wrighton in possession again. Well, it's been not a bad shift too for the Dane. Harder, who sweeps it long, and the ever-willing running of England pays off again. Fired in for Cuthbert. Helped away by Kerr. Rangers can't get out. Chelsea coming forward again. It's the 4th of the evening. Rangers do make such heavy weather of getting it away there, and when the shooting opportunity presents itself to Thompson, who had hit the target just moments ago that didn't trouble Jenna Fife, this time she smuggles it home. It's now Rangers 1, Chelsea 4, but look at the suicidal defending. The give and go, takes a touch, fires it beyond Jenna Fife as the substitutes combine. Taking a touch, first of all, to create the opportunity with Beaver Jones, and then fired home by Thompson. Another change for Rangers. Coming off the bench, Jodie McCleary, and another change for Chelsea. Their final one of the night, Amelie Dorey, centre back, normally by trade, coming on with 8 minutes of the game remaining. An opportunity for youngsters from both academies to show their qualities.
Good, be brave, go on, take it, take the ball.
Chelsea might not be finished yet. Harder. Wide, but no takers. That's Demi Vance with the clearance, but nothing on by way of a threat from Rangers while they try and get forward.
Good done, Chelsea, good.
Right.
Go on, Jodie. Go on, jump across, yes.
Back for Dory.
Go on, Demi. Up.
Dory has come on for
Keep going, keep
Wardlaw.
Good. Time.
Spence with the ball in behind, and Chelsea corner is to tidy things up. Here is Wrighton. Back for Dory, who in turn feeds it back to the goalkeeper Berger, who's had a pretty quiet second half, to be honest. Carter. Fox, the determined run. Laid off by Thompson, but again Rangers struggle to get it away. Dory, Wrighton, hangs it up again. Still not cleared. And that's not far away either. Now Rangers look as if they just want to hear the final whistle. The effort just off target from Aggie Beaver Jones. But again, it's harder with the assist. And Beaver Jones just lost it over the top.
Hand on and play. Come on. Good. Play.
Riley, again though, closed down so quickly. They might be 4-1 to the good Chelsea, but they just have not stopped running. And Rangers just can't link to find space to create an opportunity. Chelsea clinched the title south of the border with a 5-0 win against Reading on the last day of the season, and start their campaign to defend their title, which they've won in the last 2 seasons, on the 5th of September away at Arsenal. England. Jenna Fife has committed herself, and Rangers do well. Backtracking again was the skipper, Brianna Westrup, but ball over the top. The running of England been a feature of the Chelsea game tonight, and as Fife commits, the skipper Westrup concedes the corner. Erin Cuthbert to take. It's on target, but it's a comfortable take for Jenna Fife.
Chelsea, drop!
Cuthbert just plays it into an area, and it's the skipper, Spence, who's threatened on one or two occasions tonight. Gets her header on target, but comfortably gathered by Fife. Again, as we've seen all night, Rangers struggle to keep it in an advanced area. Try and pass it from back to front here. Kerr. This is better. Although the ball from Riley. Josie McCleary can't give chase, neither can Brogan Hay. McCleary on for Jane Ross. 3 minutes of the game remaining. Rangers 1, Chelsea 4. Ness picks up the loose ball after a heavy touch from England. Sam Kerr. Hay. Kerr can't get out her feet, but it breaks for McCleary. Kerr again. Chelsea corner. Now Sam Kerr. It's Fox back defending, likewise Shauna Guyat. Cuthbert too coming back out of possession. England takes up the position at the heart of the Chelsea attack, bringing physical presence, but there is no ball that she can feed on. It's just overrun by Fox as we've got 2 minutes remaining. It's a night when Chelsea have excelled and Rangers have struggled to impose themselves in the game. Brogan Hay got the opener. Her match is over and Rangers go to the bench again, and some game time for another couple of youngsters. Kirsty McLean about to come on. Emma Watson has already been introduced, and well, it's an opportunity to play against some top class opposition and just experience the moment. Leaving the field is Chantal Swaby, who's the good shift. Won't come across this quality of opposition very often.
Jump up, good dog. Jump up. There you go, Zoe. Zoe, go on. Go on, Zoe. Go on, Zoe, get across.
So after an 8-0 and a 4-0 success, Rangers have shipped 4 goals inside the 90 minutes tonight. They'll regroup. No, watch back the analysis. Take on board the positives and the negatives. Part of the learning process. To ready themselves for the league campaign, of course, which is the most important fact. Harder comes forward, still full of running, despite the clock showing 90 minutes. Turned out of play though. Real quality, Pernell, Harder, 28 years of age. I think if you totaled the number of caps in this Chelsea side, it would be more than substantial. And another chance for 3 more of the academy youngsters. Ailey Austin, Kayla Jarden, that's a big name in Rangers history, and Hannah Jordan coming on. 90 minutes have come and gone though. Brianna Westrup makes way. I wouldn't read too much into this result by way of preparation for the campaign ahead. As the youngsters show appetite, held up by Zoe Ness, introduced at half time. There's nothing to work on as an attacking point. Jenna Fife scoops it in the air. She's actually made a huge contribution to keep the scoreline as respectable as it stands. Here's Erin Cuthbert. She wants on the score sheet tonight though. Won't happen at the moment, but again, Rangers can't get out. Harder.
Stay up, just stay up. Get up.
Here's Cuthbert, she's going to shoot. And it just drifts wide of the target. Now, she started at Rangers, moved to Glasgow City, was snapped up by Chelsea, loving being back in Glasgow. She wants to cap it with a goal, and she's not far away. Full time at Auchenhowie. It's been an entertaining game, that's for sure. The referee, perhaps with the penalty award in the first half, turned the game after Rangers had opened the scoring. It is a night that Rangers will reflect on and try and attain the qualities of this Chelsea side. There's no doubt they are double champions of England for a reason. They contested the European Champions League final just last season, lost out to Barcelona, but they have quality in every department. And Rangers will look back on this one, have enjoyed the experience, won't enjoy the scoreline, but they'll certainly learn from tonight's 90 minutes. Chelsea, top side. Rangers, a top side in the making. It's finished at Auchenhowie. Rangers 1, Chelsea 4, and while there's some handshakes all round, or fist pumps, probably in these COVID-driven times, we'll take a minute and just go over the goals for you, just to reprise how the game opened up. Here's the opener that went the way of Rangers. Pressure on the ball pays the dividend. A bit suicidal from a Chelsea perspective. Great anticipation from Brogan Hay. On the second time of asking, slots it into the net. Great start for Rangers. However, the goal from Brogan Hay, our second in 2 matches, was soon cancelled out. Despite that bright start, Chelsea were soon in a rhythm and back on level terms. Prior to this, they'd hit the crossbar, ball in the box. Harder climbs over Nicola Docherty with the perfect header. Cuthbert with the layoff. Wrighton with the delivery. Harder with the close range header. 1-1. And almost immediately they got a second, courtesy of the penalty spot. Chelsea Cornet's deflection comes off the upper arm here of the Rangers skipper, Brianna Westrop. There's no intention. The arm for me is not in an unnatural position. Penalty awarded. Harder slots it beyond 5. Rangers 1, Chelsea 2. Terrific finish and into the second half. The third wasn't far away, and no surprise, Harder was involved. Ball across the face, and the main striker, Bethany England, with the close range finish. Harder holds off the challenge. Cuthbert, the runner, plays it into the 6-yard box, and it's now Rangers 1, Chelsea 3. Something similar for the next one. A simple finish from Thompson as Rangers fail to lay a glove on it. Chelsea get bodies forward again. Wrong side from the skipper Westrop, and Thompson smuggles it beyond Jenna Fife. As we speak, the post-mortem has started from Malky Thompson and the coaching staff, and my guess is it'll be about learning from this Chelsea side, who are top quality. That's why, of course, they're champions south of the border. Lots of football to come for you in Rangers TV. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's coverage from the training ground of Rangers versus Chelsea. Not the result we would all have wanted, but a night that we have to go home, regroup and start again. And these young Rangers players, representing the world's most successful football club, have to attain something similar to Chelsea's achievements in recent seasons. Final score from the training complex, it's Rangers 1, Chelsea 4. Good night.